Kingsport City Schools special education teacher is at the center of an investigation. 53-year-old Michelle Carpenter has worked at the school system on and off since the early 90s. She's currently being investigated by the Department of Children's Services and law enforcement in Kingsport following a police report of possible child abuse, listing at least 5 students who were impacted. News Channel 11's Bianca Murray joins us now live from our Kingsport newsroom. Bianca, you've been investigating this case for weeks now. What did you find out?
Well, Sarah, I pulled just about every available public record concerning this case, including a police report and her school personnel file. Now, DCS confirmed with me last week that they are working with law enforcement on this case. I found that the teacher has been suspended twice now and was accused of being, quote, demeaning and rude and physically rough with her students. Now, keep in mind, during both of these suspensions, she taught pre-K special education.
News Channel 11 obtained a police report filed on April 6 by Kingsport Police as they looked into allegations against Michelle Carpenter for possible child abuse involving 5 students at Johnson Elementary School. On April 1st, Kingsport Superintendent of Schools Dr. Jeff Moorhouse wrote a letter to Carpenter outlining several accusations against her and said she would receive 3 days unpaid suspension. Carpenter was accused of calling a student a jerk when the student ripped a book in the book center. This student had autism. Carpenter responded in a rebuttal letter, writing that a teaching assistant responded to the situation and brought the book to her after taking it from the student. She claimed she did not speak to the student in that case. Carpenter was accused of being rough with her students by, quote, grabbing, jerking, or pulling students. One incident alleged that she forced or pushed a child to the floor on their stomach when they would not immediately comply with her direction to lay down for quiet time. Carpenter said she could not speak to the specific incident listed in her suspension letter, but described strategies she'd used to initiate quiet time with her students. Carpenter said, quote, many students in the program have communication delays, which includes receptive language delays. Because quiet time is not a regularly occurring activity, it is not a familiar activity to students, and they don't understand what to do or do not want to participate. Sometimes modeling the desired behavior helps their understanding. The letter from the superintendent showed Carpenter was accused of kicking or shoving chairs while students were sitting in them. She responded in her letter by saying she often taps the back of a chair in a playful gesture or to alert a child to stop engaging in a dangerous behavior that could result in physical harm to the child when her hands have been full. Carpenter was also accused of talking about students to staff members in an unprofessional way, referring to students as, quote, being a twit or stupid. In response, she wrote, I have used terms that may be considered demeaning or derogatory in describing student behavior, such as, the student was acting like a twit today, or that was just stupid. My comments were not intended to inflict harm, but merely my description or thoughts on happenings that occurred during the workday. I let my guard down and did not consider that my words may offend my co-workers. For this, I do apologize. 2 years earlier, in 2020, Carpenter received a 2-day unpaid suspension for similar accusations. She denied those allegations as well. Carpenter wrote, quote, one cannot correct what is not made known to them, saying the administration never told her about her perceived wrongdoings before doling out her suspension, and thus claimed she was not given the opportunity to correct her actions before being reprimanded so officially. Since April of this year, she has been transferred from Johnson Elementary School, where both suspensions originated. She is now employed as a special education teacher for the DB Excel program. The Department of Children's Services confirmed its office is working with law enforcement and the school system on the investigations into the allegations against Carpenter. Kingsport Police Department confirmed the case is being investigated by its Criminal Investigations Division. Carpenter is currently on leave from the school system for the remainder of the school year.
Kingsport City Schools Assistant Superintendent Andy True told me that the school system is cooperating with the investigation. He says not every parent was notified of the alleged abuse in 2020 or this year, but that parent notification is handled on a case-by-case basis. He added that any further disciplinary action would depend on the outcome of the investigation. Live in Kingsport, Bianca Murray for News Channel 11.
Bianca, thanks. And News Channel 11 did attempt to contact Michelle Carpenter for an interview. We have not received a response. You can watch Bianca's full report on WJHL.com.